Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, our beautiful country, and how we're going to fix both of those things together. We are charting a course towards freedom where we openly backhand tyranny, whether we find it in the Republican or the Democrat Party, because we are about that freedom life. And this content right now that I'm going to bring you for a midday snack, guys, I've been telling you the Democrat civil war is heating up. It's going to get hot. It's going to get spicy. It's between the progressives and the moderates. You are watching. The media has now chosen the progressives. I'm about to show you everything about this because AOC has been coined as the new lead of the Democrat Party and the progressive wing. And even the moderates are coming out on CNN and being like, oh, we're held hostage by these people. Guys, it's getting hot. Everything will be linked in the description box below. I can't wait to hear what you guys think. Of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. And guys, if you have not seen our limited time design shirt yet, make sure you do. It is all about the impossible just being something that we haven't done yet. I made this shirt. It'll be available until Friday of this week. It's in the description box below. This is made for every one of you who grind every single day, chasing a dream of America, chasing a tyranny away from the door, like a wolf at the door, if so to speak, because the things that we are told that are impossible consistently always become happening when we grind. This is something that I think every one of us will resonate with, which is why I made this design. There's a link in the description box below. Get it before it's gone. The first orders in or the first orders out. And thank you in advance for supporting the channel and rocking this type of attire, because this is the attitude of how we win and hand our country to the next generation in a better state than we got it. And that's why I put it together. All right, let's dive into this, people, because I've got to show you, talk about a midday snack right before the main meal later on. I'm going to show you an excerpt from CNN. Now, this is a moderate Dem who's openly saying that the far left progressives have hijacked the Democrat Party and they're holding everyone emotionally hostage. I'm not making this up. Guys, I've been covering this for 4 weeks. This is what's happening. Take advantage of this, because look at what they're saying to each other while they decide who's going to come out on top. Watch this.
How do you reform yourself, though, to be more in touch with the everyday American person, like you say?
Well, I'll tell you what, we've become a party of people who preach down to others, who scold them, who say, if you don't agree with me, you're not only wrong, but you're a bad person. I mean, I think all of us have heard that attitude from many national Democrats in the past couple years. So I think we need to stop preaching and start listening. Start meeting Americans where they are. Don't take these minority positions on cultural issues and say, hey, if you don't meet this strict liberal litmus test, then you're not even a Democrat. When I questioned whether we should at least just have a debate about rules for sports, whether transgender women should compete on the same level as on girls' sports teams, I got told by people, you're not even a Democrat. Well, that's the problem with our party. You can't be a majority party if you don't accept a majority of views. It happens on this particular issue. 80% of Americans disagree with this liberal litmus test, a checkbox for Democrats on this view. So we've got to be a lot smarter in listening to Americans. My job is...
Okay, I'm going to pause them for a second. Guys, do you understand what's happening? This issue, the transgenderism in sports, this is the hill that the moderates and the progressives are setting up camps on. This is going to be Hamburger Hill political version 2025, because the progressives are ordaining AOC. Well, I'm telling you guys, look, Brian Krasenstein, a known mouthpiece of the left. I couldn't care less what anyone says. AOC is the future of the Democrat Party. Poll, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez seen as leader of the Democrat Party with Kamala Harris close behind. CNN. The news went out. The word went out. It is the progressive push through the media and through the players to take the party in finality. The moderates, like this guy, are the ones that are going to be accosted because of the tactics that he's decrying right here. They're kicking everybody out. They're calling them every sort of name. You don't believe it? Watch. And this, I'm going to tie it in, by the way, how you're going to win and benefit from this in a second. But watch this.
To represent Americans, not tell them what to think, but actually represent their interests in Congress. And I think if more Democrats took that approach, took that view, we'd be much more successful as a party.
It's interesting too, because as you well know, Governor Newsom came around to your view on that particular issue.
Weird.
And I'll tell you what, I've heard from so many colleagues behind the scenes. You're right, Seth. You're right. Thank you I wrote a big op-ed in the Washington Post about this. I totally agree with you. But they all say it whispering because they're so afraid to say it out in public, lest they be accosted by, the liberal left in our party.
Boom. Right there. Lest they be accosted by the liberal left in our party. The moderate Democrats are the only hope that the Democrats take back power. I don't want that to happen. But you have to understand, politically, the far left progressives are why the Democrats lost. So the far left progressives are trying to beat the moderates into submission, and it's working. But they all say it whispering because they're so afraid to say it out in public, lest they be accosted by the liberal left in our party. There is a progressive versus moderate Democrat war going on, and you can benefit by putting the pedal to the proverbial metal. Call your congressman, push your representatives, get the right sheriffs in order, get your right House of Representative members, your local members. Guys, the moment is now. Because the far left progressives are going to knock out every single moderate in local and state races, as well as House races, which is going to put you in a position in the not crazy party to take more seats than we actually came into this year with. This is why this is so important. The reason I cover the civil war that's popping up in the Democrats' caucus is not because I want them to stop it. It's because I want you to capitalize on the stupidity of what they're going through. Let's continue. Let me show you this real quick. Here's a little stuff from CNN. This is from their poll guy. Watch this.
Spare all I have to say, Democrats, call your office. We're March Madness times. Terrible, terrible, terrible. To quote the great Charles Barkley, view Democratic Party favorably. CNN SRS, look at this, 29%. NBC News, you want to go lower than that? How about 27%? Both are record lows. The lowest going back to 1992 in CNN polling, the lowest going back on record to 1990 in NBC News polling. The majority of Americans hold an unfavorable or negative view of the Democratic Party at this point. All I can say is I'm a big fan of the oldies, so I'm going to quote Chubby Checker. How low can you go?
Oh, this guy. This is the catalyst right here, guys. This is why this is so crucial. The Democrats are at a clarion call moment. They know that those numbers are what's killing them. They're either going to go farther left progressive because they didn't go woke enough, or they're going to moderate. This is the choice. If they moderate, they're going to take advantage of the moderate wing who doesn't like chaos that is perceived from the Trump right side. If they go farther left, the Trump side doesn't look crazy compared to the far left, and the Republicans will take even more. You're talking about potentially a 60-vote Senate. You're talking about a bigger House of Representatives, and you're probably talking about a J.D. Vance. Guys, the moment at which we find ourselves, and they're going to destroy themselves one way or the other because they're having a war. At this moment, grind, because your opponent is in disarray, and the only one that's going to benefit is us because we have the opportunity to capitalize off these mistakes. I'm going to say it until I'm blue in the face. Take advantage of this. And while you're taking advantage of it, make sure you check out that shirt, which is a limited time design, because the impossible is just something we haven't done yet, and we are making a habit out of being very, very good at making the impossible happen. That's what I've got for you guys. There's a link in the description box below for all of it, and thank you guys. I'll see you on tonight's video.